Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
Maybe one of the greatest transitions in NFL history, if I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody talks about the Packers and, Favre, Rodgers, Love, we'll see. But I'm sorry. I will take, Joe Staley to Trent Williams for 100, Alex. That is what the 49ers were able to do. You make it to the Super Bowl in 2019. Doesn't go the way you want it to. Joe Staley retires a couple days before the draft. And the 49ers, nothing comes out. Then you trade for Trent Williams day two. Day two. Not even day one. Nobody even knew. Absolutely incredible. And all Trent Williams has done since he's been here, 3 consecutive All-Pros. Let's say this, okay? He comes in number 4 on our roster countdown, and I feel like that hurts. In our 4 ballots, 2 was his highest, 5 was his lowest. The problem is he's old. He's 36 years old, okay? His play hasn't really gone down yet, but he's 36 years old. He's holding out as of recording this episode. Hopefully that changes. But the guys in front of him, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and quarterback is quarterback, most important position. And, the whole idea of this, rankings is most important to the 49ers in 2024. I don't think Trent Williams is 4. I don't. I was the one that put him 2, but that's okay. This is kind of the way it goes. And whenever you have a team like the 49ers, there are so many potential Hall of Famers on this list. Trent Williams is the only current. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Kittle might, Warner might, Bosa might, CMC might. Purdy, who knows? But Trent, if Trent doesn't play another play, he's going into the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. How soon are we going to get him? He said that he's willing to hold out. That hurts. That's going to, that affected this list for sure. But shout out to my man Josh, who's the executive producer of today's show. Big number 71, Silverback. Best in the business. Let's go to one of the 49ers. Let's go to my favorite 49er, Dre Greenlaw, talking about Trent Williams.
Yeah, Trent's the best player in the NFL, for sure, no doubt. But in that regard, you better know your leverage. You know what I'm saying? If you got a guy like Trent coming at you, you better know if you're supposed to be inside of him or outside of him, because if you go down the middle of him, he gonna flatten you. So in practice, he's not gonna do it. He knows how to all right, I got you, but he gonna give you that little tap to let you know bro, I could have really, really got you. You know what I'm saying? He's never going as hard as he can until you turn on that tape on Sundays and you see just what he can do. But, he's the best player in the NFL, for sure.
The amount of respect that everybody has for this man, he's going into his 15th NFL season. You look back, we're kind of going out of order here. That's okay. He was the 4th overall pick in the first round in 2010. 2010. This dude has been around for a minute. That draft, Sam Bradford, Ndamukong Suh, Gerald McCoy, then Trent Williams. He went 4th. And just to put this into perspective, you want to know the Niners drafted in 2010? You're going to laugh. Listen to these names. Anthony Davis, Michael Apati, Navarro Bowman. They were drafted the same year. Trent's still an All-Pro. It's absolutely bonkers what he's done so many years. It just, the play's not going down. It's not going down. He's a Texas boy from Longview High School, out in East Texas. What's up? The Lobos, baby. He even has a Trent Williams Day out there, which is impressive. A lot of talent came through that Longview school. A lot of talent. But Trent Williams, he's not a lot of talent. He is the talent. There's nobody better than him. It's just, he's that damn good. Very active in his community. Last year, partnered with Nike, donated over 1,000 shoes to kids in need. Best friends with Adrian Peterson. They played together at OU, which I hate. They own a gym down in Houston and run that, and that's where Trent Williams lives. That's where he works. That's where he does most of his stuff. A lot of the 49ers linemen go down there and work out with him. The Silverback name is more than just a name. He did a documentary detailing his comeback from life-threatening sarcoma on his scalp. Had to have surgery, all those things. Not only was his career in jeopardy back at Washington, his life was. Like, it was not a healthy situation. Emergency surgery and all those things. Then you had the helmet issues. The NFL wouldn't let him use the helmet that was best for him. It had to go through all this different kind of whatever stuff, and then finally got that solved. But the Washington Redskins, back as they were called there, and Dan Snyder, worst organization in sports, worst owner in sports, almost ruined this dude's career. And he sat out. Holdout's not a new thing for him, but he held out just because he refused to play for them. It wasn't so much about the money, so they were kind of forced to trade him. And this was all happening behind the scenes. Nobody even knew what was going on. Minnesota Vikings offered a second-round pick for him, and the Washington Commanders accepted. Trent Williams comes out and says, nope, I'll retire. I'm not going there. Trade me to Kyle. So the 49ers come in. They offer a fifth-round pick with the third in the future. They take it. One of the biggest fleece trades of all time. Just absolutely, oh, man, not even close. Not even close. And the players that they took, not even that great, to be honest with you. Just didn't pan out. So the 49ers fleeced him, comes in, he's the best. It's 3 consecutive All-Pros, 2021, 2022, 2023. 11-time Pro Bowler. Now you look at the Hall of Fame for Trent Williams. He's currently a 71.1 on the Hall of Fame monitor score on Pro Football Reference, okay? That puts him 22nd all-time in the NFL for tackles, offensive tackles. He's already outranked several Hall of Famers. Winston Hill, Jackie Slater, Jimbo Vovert, Dan Dierdorf. He's already ahead of them. He's just behind the next set of tackles. Tony Baselli has an 80.6. Orlando Pace, 81.8. He's at a 71. You get another All-Pro year. And again, the question for Trent Williams isn't if he's in the Hall of Fame, it's when. If Trent Williams was to retire and hang up his cleats now, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, but might have to wait 5 to 6 years to get in. I'll be honest with you. Now, you go get one more All-Pro. You go get a Super Bowl, which he has never had the championship there. Then, now you're talking first or second year in. He's close to a first ballot Hall of Famer. Close. I don't think he's there yet, but he is pretty close. He's in. It's just, he's got a little bit more. And those times, the time off, obviously it hurt him because he got older, but the fact that he's 36, he signed through his 39th year, and you look at the contract, okay, this year, 2024, $29 million cap hit. Next year, $19.1 million cap hit. And then you get to 2026, it's like a $38 million cap hit. So the problem with the contract negotiation is, man, you've already got 3 years on this deal. Now, there's no guaranteed money, which is what he wants. But you've backloaded this so bad that, man, you can't add more void years. He's already got void years with huge cap hits on it. So what does that look like? Now, back in 2022, Trent Williams was asked, what does the future of the 49ers look like? Listen to this answer. This is 2022 Trent.
Definitely gives you confidence in the future. I mean, we're a young team. I'm the old head, obviously, but this is a very young team. It's a very young team, and as long as they get all of those important pieces under contract, this team is going to be a really good team for a long time, even after I leave. I think, like I said, it goes back to the front office and the job that Cal and John do in their whole department.
Hey, and shout out to him, giving credit to the front office and understanding long after I've gone, this team's going to be good. And the 49ers are going to be good. Losing Trent Williams is a gigantic step back. I mean, catastrophic. Yeah, going from Joe Staley to Trent Williams, amazing. Going from Trent Williams to Jalen Moore, I don't need to say anything after that, right? And that's not on Jalen Moore. He's actually lived up to his draft status. He's backup O-lineman. That's what he is. Didn't have a good camp. Didn't have a good preseason. But, yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer. Like, you can't step into those shoes. The Niners haven't built to step into those shoes. Trent's going to play this year once it gets worked out. He might miss a game or two, which I hope is not the case. But Trent Williams is an absolute beast, and we've got to have him out there. And the holdout's still continuing. He's not with the team, and that hurts. Really, really hurts. You look at what he did last year. PFF grades are still elite. He gave up 0 sacks all of last year. 89.7 overall, 79.8 pass blocking, 89.9 run blocking. Elite. Look what he did in the postseason. 93.3 overall, 90.6 pass blocking, 94 run blocking. His last 3 games were better than what he did almost all season. He is unbelievable. The 49ers have to have him this year. Is it possible to win a Super Bowl without Trent Williams? Maybe. But I can tell you this. You're not going to be the favorites anymore. Not even close. You got to get Big Trent back. But you have to get him. So hopefully the 49ers figure this out. I don't know how that cap situation is going to work. The guaranteed money he deserves. He deserves to be paid more. But this contract, I don't know. You're between a rock and a hard place because you've already got gigantic cap hits, but you got to figure it out. Now, hopefully the Niners do. Silverback, you're the best. By far, the best offensive lineman in the history of the 49ers franchise. No doubt about that. I just hope we get to see him play for a couple more years because he's that talented. He said he wants to play till 40. He's 36 now. I'll take 4 more years of Trent Williams. I'll take that in a heartbeat if he'll play, and hopefully he does. For us, we got 3 more. We're going to keep counting them down. Appreciate you guys.